Seijin, 33, Tokyo, Japan. Hello, Mr. Prager. My question for you is, have you ever lost in a debate? That's a good one. And if so, how did you recover from it? And what did you learn from it? I ask this because now that I'm more outspoken as a conservative, I know I'll need to debate people more. How do you speak English so well? Because it is a Japanese name. Do we know him?
He was on your radio fundraiser.
He was on the fundraiser, yes. So that's right. He's Japanese American, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Right, but he's in Tokyo. Let's see. I know I'll need to debate people more. I do want to learn how to win, but at the same time, I want to know how to not get crushed by my defeats. I understand that searching for the truth is not easy, and I want to toughen myself up. Thanks, and God bless you. Okay, so let's see. Have I ever lost in a debate? So that's an interesting question. I remember on one occasion, and it's interesting, it was not a live debate, it was done on the internet. I didn't think I did as well as I normally do. Otherwise, I've generally always felt good after debates, but it doesn't matter. Everybody loses. There's no such thing as not losing. There's only one way not to lose, and that is by not competing. That's the only way you don't lose. But if you don't compete, you don't get anything done. So if you lose, you have to figure out what you could have done better. I'll tell you one general rule that I have tried to follow, and that is don't be the yeller of the two people. If you're the calmer one, it usually is much more effective. But you have to learn the issues. There are a lot of traps you can fall into in debates. I'll tell you one because I've debated so much because I often debate callers to my radio show. I have found, and I don't believe they do this intentionally, people that I debate, whether they're pros or they're amateurs, as it were, callers to my show, they often change the topic. And it goes by the audience. It sails by. The people don't realize what they've done. And I try to call them on it. Wait a minute. You're changing the topic, so let's go back to the point you made earlier. I'm asking you a question about that, or something like that. So anyway, yes, you may well lose a debate. It is not a reason not to debate. There's another great Hebrew saying that was on the walls of my classroom, again from the book, the Talmud. And I tell you, I learned a lot from the signs in my classroom. And I didn't learn that the world was better because I was in it, by the way, or to embrace my flaws. This was a great line. It actually did deeply affect my life. The easily embarrassed does not learn. I'm translating from the Hebrew that it was on the wall. And that's what enabled me to learn my language as well. Because when I started speaking, I realized I'm making silly mistakes, or what sound like silly mistakes. But when I realized, don't get embarrassed, Dennis, I was totally at peace speaking a language imperfectly. So they would correct me. So what? Do you find somebody from another country who speaks your language anything but admirable, even if they make a million mistakes? Okay. Let's see here. What's our timing?
Right at 30 minutes.
It's 30 minutes. Oh, I got another one. Where's the other one? Oh, yeah, from Norway. And I'll take the Norwegian. Put the Norwegian on top for next week. Well, folks, I can't believe it. Snoopy was here the entire time. You see that? Plus ça change, plus ça la même chose. The more things change, the more they're the same. Actually, it's not true, but I just like to say. Anyway, it is a change, but at least we had a canine pal in Otto Spot. Wonderful to be with you. See you next week. From my home to yours, thank you for being with me.